Emma Fletcher stepped off the city bus just after noon, the sun warm against her skin and her heart still fluttering from the soft kiss Devin had left on the back of her hand. He never kissed her on the lips in public. Not because he was ashamed, but because he respected her limits. She still wasn't ready to show the world. Emma, a white woman in her late 20s with fair skin, strawberry blonde hair, and piercing blue eyes, had grown up in a family where tradition wasn't just valued, it was enforced. Her father, Roger Fletcher, a retired police officer, still mowed the lawn with military precision. Her mother, Diane, a former nurse, ran the house like a hospital ward. Her younger brother, Blake, had inherited their father's stern sense of pride and, unfortunately, his prejudices. Devin Michaels knew all of this. He was a public defender, a black man in his late 30s with deep brown skin, intelligent eyes, and the kind of steady composure that made people listen without him raising his voice. He never needed to. Emma had met him 2 years earlier at a legal aid fundraiser she was photographing. He was on stage speaking about systemic injustice. She had never heard someone speak like that before. With heart, with purpose. Love came quietly. It bloomed over coffee in corner cafes and long conversations on her apartment floor. But while it grew in private, it stayed locked there. Every Sunday, Emma returned to the suburbs for dinner with her family, where American flags fluttered and neighbors smiled with the tightness of those guarding secrets. At the dinner table, pot roast came with side dishes of passive-aggressive jokes and politically tinged remarks. "People just don't respect the law anymore," her father would grumble, cutting into his meat. Blake would nod. Especially those types, he'd mutter. Emma would freeze. Her heart pounding, forecovering. Not once did she say Devin's name. Not when her mother asked if she was seeing anyone. Not when her father joked about setting her up with a nice church-going boy. Not even when Blake said, "If my sister ever brought home a black guy, I'd lose it." Devin never asked her to defend him. He never pressured her to introduce him. He simply said one night while holding her hand, "Let them meet me when they're ready. Or when they need me." Emma hated that it sounded so simple. Hated how she clung to his grace. How she let him wait. Photos of them were hidden in a locked album on her phone. Romantic dinners were always across town. Every time his hand grazed hers on the street, she flinched not from him, but from the world. And still he stayed. He brought her tea when she worked late. Left notes in her pockets. "You are enough." He made her laugh when she drowned in guilt. But secrets are never stationary. They gather weight and eventually they tip. It began with a call at midnight. "It's Blake," her mother whispered through the phone, voice frail. "He's been arrested." Emma sat bolt upright. "What? Why?" "There was a fight at a bar. They say he assaulted someone. A black man. It's all over the news." By morning, the footage was everywhere. Former cop's son arrested in bar altercation. Emma watched the grainy video over and over. Blake, fists up, shouting. The other man, hands raised, backing away. Her father was livid. "It's a damn setup," he shouted. Her mother just kept whispering. He lost control. They spoke to 2 attorneys that day. Neither was affordable. "They're going to crucify him," her father muttered. "Because of who he hit. You know how this goes." Emma winced. That night, she dried dishes beside her mother. "You work at a law office," Diane said. "You must know someone." Emma paused. "There's someone I trust. He's a public defender." "A public defender?" her mother repeated. "He's good. Very good. But you have to let him do it his way. No questions." Her father grumbled but agreed. "Fine. Just make sure he doesn't screw this up." Later, Emma told Devin everything. He had already seen the footage. "You want me to take the case?" he asked. "I don't want to ask you. But I trust no one else." He nodded slowly. "Then I'll do it." "They'll know," she whispered. "I'm not doing it for them," he said. "I'm doing it for the man in the video. Everyone deserves the truth." The next morning, Devin entered the courthouse, briefcase in hand, suit sharp, demeanor cool. He introduced himself and began reviewing the case. Emma stayed home, her nerves twisting. Her parents had no idea who the man was. Not yet. That afternoon, her father called. "This lawyer you sent. Devin Michaels." Emma's stomach dropped. "Yes. He's smart. Knows what he's doing. Asked all the right things." "That's good," she said. "He's black." Emma closed her eyes. Yes. Well, he sighed. If he can fix this, he's welcome at our table. Emma wanted to laugh. Or scream. Welcome at our table, he said, as though they hadn't barred that seat from the start. In court, reporters swarmed. Headlines framed it the same. White ex-cop's son. Black victim. Alcohol. Violence. Devon combed through hours of footage, tracked down witnesses, mapped timelines. Emma remained in the background, dreading the moment both her worlds collided. In the courtroom, Blake sat at the defense table, pale, anxious. Her parents were rigid. Prayers. Foot tapping. Eyes darting. Then Devon entered. Everything paused. He wore gray, quiet, and composed. He didn't look at Emma. He didn't have to. Devon Michaels for the defense, he said. Her father stiffened. Her mother squinted. Unease spread over their faces. They didn't recognize him, but some part of them did. The prosecutor opened with fervor, emotion, and the damning video. Devon rose, voice even, measured. He acknowledged the tension, the viral weight of the case. Then he told a story with precision. He didn't excuse Blake, but he revealed new footage of a street cam from across the bar. It showed the supposed victim had started it, that Blake had stepped in to shield a woman, that his push was protection, not provocation. Gasps filled the room. The narrative cracked. Devon pressed witnesses, exposed inconsistencies. Emma watched in awe, watched the man she loved carry truth with no defense for himself. Her palms were damp. Her heart pounded. She wanted to shout, "That's the man I've loved for 2 years. That's the man who saved your son." But she said nothing. Devon didn't either. He didn't need to. When the judge declared, "Case dismissed," silence reigned. Devon nodded, gathered his things, walked out steady. Emma stayed, shaking, breathing, and then she stood. "Wait," she said. Soft but clear. Devon stopped. Emma walked to him, heels tapping like punctuation. She reached for his hand. Gasps again. Her mother blinked. Her father paled. Blake stared. "This is the man I've loved for 2 years," she said. "The man you said wouldn't be welcome. The man who saved your son." Silence. Her father tried to speak. Failed. Her mother's lip trembled. Blake said nothing. Devon didn't speak. He didn't have to. He was her strength now. For the first time, she stood beside him. No more secrets. They left together. The sun was warm. The air clear. It wasn't victory. It was freedom. That night on their balcony, Emma's phone buzzed. A text from Blake. "Thank you." She handed the phone to Devon. "I didn't do it for them," he said. "I know," she whispered. "I did it because it was right." Emma blinked away tears. "I'm not hiding anymore." He didn't reply. He just held her hand. Her parents never called, never wrote, but they didn't protest either. And in that absence, there was peace. A week later, Emma posted a photo. No captions. Just them. Some unfollowed. Some messaged. A few said, "You look happy." She didn't answer. She didn't need to. For the first time, love wasn't edited. It just was. And that was more than enough.